Live streaming is
Beautiful. Good morning. How's everybody doing this rainy April Friday? It's a great day. Anytime we woke up, we're here. It's a great day. So, what we're going to do today is just a quick reading where we're gonna go through it. You're gonna do the lesson. I've assigned you the lesson in classroom, and then there's a writing prompt, and I want you also to ask another question. And keep in mind when you have to write that you're going to start with your introduction, your three supporting ideas, and then your closing. Practice writing everything. So I don't want to see single sentences. Practice writing everything as though you're practicing for the test. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have for today. And here we go. Okay, Paige, did you make it over there? Here we go. Bam. All right. I don't know what all that garbage is. Let's close this out. And there we go. And this article is really important um, because I think that this happens to us, that multitasking causes memory disruption. Um, and we have so many more things to divide our attention than we did in the past. And I don't think we really knew that this had an impact, but I think that we definitely are seeing it today. If you notice, you may even have a shorter attention span. A lot of us have to have lots of things thrown at us at one time to hold our attention, which is means we're focusing a little on a lot of things, but not really focusing well on anything. So let's take a look at this article. This was published actually yesterday in Scientific American. So this is a science information based on a scientific study. So what you should be thinking about then is what is the author's tone, what is the author's purpose, and how do you know what that is? Also, pay attention to the type of language that's used in this writing. Is it formal? Is it informal? What kind of words are used to support that? So think about those things as you read it. We'll read it together, and then I'm going to let you loose to do this writing prompt. And again, remember when we're writing complete thoughts, complete sentences. Let's see some good paragraphs. That would be great. We're practicing for these tests. Some of you are taking tests at the end of the month. Some of you may be taking them next month, and some of you are just preparing at this time. But let's start getting in that mode because I know you have the background. I know you can do this. And again, please always, always, always ask questions. So let's take a look. The human brain has remained largely unchanged since it evolved hundreds of thousands of years ago. Long ago, humans had to focus on the task at hand, like hunting or gathering wild plants. And yet today, our brains face a constant stream of digital information that many scientists think could have enduring and worrisome effects. In October of 2020, scientists published a study that supports this concern. The scientists studied media multitasking, which is when people use multiple forms of digital or screen based media at the same time. For example, maybe you watch television and text or scroll through social media at the same time. The study found that this type of multitasking may impair attention in young adults, and this worsens their ability to recall later specific situations or experiences. Studying media, studying media memory and lapses in attention. For the study, scientists recruited 80 young adults between the ages of 18 and 26. The study participants were first presented with images of objects on a computer screen, and asked to classify the pleasantness or sizes of each one. After a 10-minute break, the subjects were then shown additional objects and asked whether they were already classified or were they new. And during this process, the scientists measured participants' brain activity and eye movement. And this data or information let scientists track if the young adults were paying attention while being asked to remember the images. And then the findings were compared to the results of a questionnaire the participants filled out before the study that asked questions about everyday attention, mind wandering, and media multitasking. The participants who reported more media multitasking had more lapses in attention during the test. The pupils, or the dark centers of their eyes, were also smaller, which is a known marker of reduced attention. You kind of zone out. They had also reduced brain signal patterns known to be associated with episodic memory, which means the recall of particular events. The relationship between attention and memory. Previous work had shown a connection between media multitasking and poorer episodic memory, remembering particular events. These new findings offer clues as to why this might be the case. We found evidence that one's ability to sustain attention helps to explain the relationship between heavier media multitasking and worse memory, says Kevin Madore. He is the paper's lead author and a postdoctoral fellow. He's working on his PhD doctorate in psychology at Stanford. Individuals who are heavier media multitaskers may also show worse memory because they have lower sustained attention ability. You have a harder time holding your attention. Madore points out that the new findings are correlational. There is a relationship or a connection between these findings. The memory problems are related to media multitasking, but the study does not show if one causes the other. It is possible that media multitasking leads to impaired attention. However, it is also possible that people with worse attention and memory are more likely to be distracted in the first place. That's me. Also, the results do not point to any specific media source as being detrimental or injuring the brain. So, future studies. The scientists hope to continue studying media multitasking to answer questions that they still have. And they also plan to develop training to help people who are prone to distraction improve their attention and memory. Madore says the study stresses the need to be mindful of how we engage with media. I think our data point to the importance of being consciously aware of attentiveness, resisting multitasking during school lectures or Zoom sessions. Also, try not to idly flip through your Facebook while watching a movie. And that is all. And I know I have problems with that, and I've tried to do better. I'm working on doing better with that because I find that scrolling through my phone while watching a movie, I miss most of the movie. I miss the important parts. I miss the connections. And so this really is important when we are trying to study, when we're trying to collect information in our heads, prepare for tests. So this is something we all, I think, maybe could work on. So let's take a look at your activity. And my mouse is dead. I have no juice. So I want you to go to the writing section, and it says make and support a claim about why should someone read this text? What makes it worth reading? What will a reader gain, or what might a reader do after reading this? And again, I want specific details from the text. The text will be attached if you need to go back. I also have there, if you notice here, it will read to you. And if you have any questions, please ask questions. If this is hard, let me know. I've had some students respond in that way, and that is wonderful. We are here to work for you and with you. So that is all for today on Friday. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. I'm thinking it's going to dry out one of these days this weekend. Get out and play and love yourself and love those close to you. Hold them tight. And that's it. Take care.